Alright, y'all, so today's workout, I'm hitting some shoulders, just doing some seated overhead press, and then I'm going to do some side laterals with some 25-pound dumbbells that I have, and then I'm also going to do, I have a 15-pound mace bell, mace club, whatever you'd like to call it, so we'll do a couple of those as well. So shoulders is actually something that I've been kind of lacking on a little bit. I used to, when my brother was still alive before the accident, me and him would go every other day or whatever on the Smith machine, which is, again, a little bit of carryover to a barbell, like a raw barbell, free weight barbell. But I was doing 2 plates per incline on the Smith machine. So, you know, I want to get back to being, I want to be able to overhead press 2 plates. You know, I want to be able to bench 3 and squat like 4 or 5 plates. That'd be pretty cool. So just gotta keep grinding, gotta keep sleeping, keep eating good, and just staying consistent with my levels like I have been the past month and a half, 2 months or so, you know. Okay, so I think I want to do like 1 or 2 more of these. My shoulders are feeling pretty pumped right now, actually, just from those couple of sets. So a couple, I don't know, been a couple years now, but there were a couple pictures from years ago on my Facebook where I was really hitting my shoulders hard, and I was really starting to get that cap look. But I've obviously from neglecting, I've kind of lost it. You know, I still have decent sized, big-ish arms, you know. But when you have those, when your shoulders have that, when your delts have that capped look, it just makes your arms look even bigger. So I want to try to get that capped look going back again. Obviously, I want to get my shoulders stronger, of course. So, let me hit this thing real quick, and then I'll just see how I'm feeling, and we'll do one more. Either this will be the last set, or I might do 1 more, depending on how this one feels.
Thinking forward now, because that's making me think lats. That's making me think like you're already chin up. I'm thinking hands to shoulders. And I'm trying to make sure my lats have play. I mean, they'll come into play a little bit just because, but I'm trying to make sure that the only thing really works is my biceps. And the straps are just to keep my forearms out of it.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Ooh. Maybe 1 more. Maybe 1 more.
So, biceps started a bit more.
Okay, so you may or may not hear Sam Sullivan's voice in the background. I got him playing on the TV in the back. But I think this will be my last set of this, and my shoulders are actually feeling pretty damn pumped, pretty shredded right now. So I may or may not do my side laterals and just do my mace bill. I'm not entirely sure yet, but I'll just kind of see how this set feels.
But also, I'm not one. It's just gonna hurt my freaking elbow. So let's start with single arm, alternating.
Lightweight, baby.
Actually, single arm, just straight set.
Lightweight.
With a good 1 set.
Still your motherfucking set, bitch.
I don't think my arm is gonna hyperextend from how hard I'm flexing at the bottom. So we're just going from there.
Oh, fuck. Holy shit. Oh, fuck. Oh, that last one, boy. Hell yeah. Damn. Alright, so my shoulders are feeling pretty pumped. They're on fire, dude. So this is a mace bell or mace club, whatever you like to call it. And you can see mine's 15 pounds. Definitely want to get like a 25 or 30 one day, but this one is this weight for me is more like cardio, if anything. Now they go as low as 7 pounds, and then they go up to like, I mean, they even have adjustable ones, so you can make it as heavy as you want to. But this one here for 15 pounds and out of 7 is good for like rehabilitative purposes and stuff like that, healing your shoulders and stuff like that, because your shoulder is one of the most universal joints in of your body, including your hip socket. But the way that your shoulder joint works, gets the most range of movement out of any of your other joints. But my shoulders are feeling pretty fried, so I'm not going to fuck with this tonight, just because I feel like there'd be at that point I feel like this would be jump volume. So I'm just going to hit some side laterals, and we'll do this another workout.
So this is really like those push downs. Just get something out of it. Tricep wise at least.
Holy fuck. Fuck. Oh, fuck. Okay, fuck those side laterals. My shoulders are pretty pumped, so we're just going to do some shrugs, because I kind of want to start building my traps up a little bit.
talking about the benefits of tricep development, obviously bigger arms, but even just like a little bit of standing pose like this, kind of a little bicep here. As round as my torso is from my shoulders, honestly, I think the most to not put on so much body fat.
All right, y'all, that's a wrap for shoulders. Definitely need to work. Been a little bit neglectful on my shoulders, that's for sure. So I want to need to start focusing a day, or even doing like just adding in some accessory work when I'm doing some bench or something like that. But you know, anytime you do a little bit of shoulder, especially any kind of pressing movement, you're always going to work a little bit of tricep. So you'll see towards the end there, I started doing some shrugs. I want to start building up my traps as well. Just got to start working on kind of balancing the volume. I do like to lift heavy, but I also understand that there's such strength as muscle strength and muscle stamina, and it's good to kind of find that balance. So definitely my shoulders are definitely feeling the stamina part. I need to work on my volume as far as and strength, both aspects for my shoulders, but it's all part of the process. And if you learn to enjoy the process, that's really the best thing you can do, you know. And me being a natural lifter, not being on steroids or PEDs or anything like that, performance enhancers or anything like that, you just got to kind of, you kind of got to humble yourself and remind yourself that, especially if you're like me, you have a normal job, you have animals and responsibilities, a wife and all that kind of stuff. It just takes some time, and we oftentimes with the fitness industry now and social media, people compare themselves to these lifters and these power lifters or bodybuilders, and it's like, these guys, this is their job. They literally can sleep all day, eat what they want, not eat what they want, but their job is to focus on their health and everything like that. So us being normal people, having a 9 to 5 and life after that and such, we kind of got to give, us natural lifters have to give ourselves a little bit of a break, I feel like sometimes, but there's plenty of people that have construction jobs and have kids and all that stuff, and they still compete and do it. So I'm not saying anything's wrong with that. I'm just saying, if you're getting into it, just be a little, give yourself some grace, try. It's good to set standards and expectations for yourself, but don't beat yourself up trying to do it. I feel like a lot of people, again, with the way that social media is, all these like 19 and 30-year-olds juicing and pumping stuff into their veins before they even have a full lifting career of 8 to 10 years, like muscle maturity is real, and the longer you lift, the longer you stay consistent, and all the things, all that stuff matters. But let me quit yapping. All of this entire, what I'm talking about now, could be a topic on its own video. So that is a shoulder workout. Sorry I didn't get to show y'all how to use the mace bell. I'll probably do an entire video on that as well. It's one of my favorite exercises. It's really good for shoulder mobility and just joint health and stuff like that. It was made popular about Persian warriors and like the hundreds of years ago is what I'd say. So I'll probably do a whole video on that anyways. But let me quit yapping. Appreciate y'all for making this video part of your day. I'll see you next time.